Jenna Ortega is not the #1 sweetheart in Hollywood anymore, as her actions have angered people in the acting industry. The current strike of the Writers Guild resorted to making her the scapegoat, and they've got a lot to say. Ever since the show Wednesday became a hit, the show's star, Jenna Ortega, has revealed many shocking details of what she had to go through to make the show come out well, including changing the script. However, the writers are mad that she did all of that, and they've come for the actress as her statement came across as belittling. The Writers Guild of America went on strike because their labor of writing and keeping the creativity of the entertainment business going didn't get appreciated enough, and they were paid poorly. The writers are also annoyed that their jobs aren't like real jobs, but side gigs, so they demand a better pay structure, or otherwise many studios will stop getting scripts delivered. Interestingly, the comments made by Jenna Ortega a few weeks ago of how she turned from an actress to a writer on the set of Wednesday have come back to haunt her in this strike. And the crazy thing is, the writers' reactions are very brutal towards Jenna. Recently, Jenna had to reveal some information about how she did more than act on the set of Wednesday, and made the show better with her storytelling skills, which almost made her unprofessional. To some, this in fact actually made her unprofessional, not just almost, because her job was to act, not to rewrite the show. The actress mentioned that she understood from reading the script that the show was meant to appeal more to a younger audience. However, Jenna added that she couldn't review all of the script's content before signing on to the show, so she assumed that the story would be much darker. But once they started filming, Jenna was hit with the realization that the show isn't what it's supposed to be. She expressed her disappointment when the story wasn't dark, and said that the writing was so unreal that she couldn't get the real tone or understand the direction that Wednesday was supposed to go. Then she criticized the script's storyline, saying everything that Wednesday does, everything I had to play, didn't make sense for her character at all. Her being in a love triangle? It made no sense. Jenna added that she had to step her foot down to refurbish her character and writing errors, and she had never had to do that on any other show or film. Interestingly, this comment offended the writers, as they waited and watched for the right time to strike back. But Jenna didn't stop her assessment of the script there, as she mentioned some silly lines she encountered in the story, and how shocked she was that they were even there in the first place. According to the actress, there was a line around when Wednesday had to react to the black dress that she wore for the Raven dance, which read, "Oh my god, I love it." And Jenna was disgusted by that line, and she couldn't believe Wednesday was set up to say something like that, so she had to reject it on the filming set. Then the actress became a bit disrespectful and started changing many lines that she thought wouldn't work well if Wednesday was to utter them in the popular show. Jenna added that the script supervisor on set saw what she was doing and asked where she was going with her big changes to the story, and Jenna said that she had to sit the writers down, and when they asked where a certain scene or line had gone, Jenna had to keep explaining that she couldn't do those things as it didn't suit the character. However, the writers surprisingly trusted her to make the changes, although Jenna could have done more to the whole story if given the chance with how protective she was of Wednesday. Aside from changing lines and scenes, the actress attacked the story by saying it made Wednesday lack real growth, as it was intended to keep her unresponsive and morbid, which she knew wouldn't work for teenagers seeing the show. Jenna had to protect Wednesday by ensuring that she altered the initial plan of having no emotional arc, because she understood that if they went with it, the viewers, especially the young ones, would end up hating and getting bored of Wednesday. While the writers might be annoyed that Jenna minimized their efforts on the show, Jenna also wants people to know that it's a huge struggle for her on set. She said, "There were a lot of battles like that because I felt like people didn't always trust me when I was creating my path in terms of, okay, this is Wednesday's arc, this is where she gets emotional." Jenna said she was also confused on set and was defeated in the first month of filming just because the writers didn't get the story right like she would have wanted. And while many people believe that Jenna's intervention worked for the success of Wednesday, the writers don't find it funny at all, and they are cancelling her as an actress but welcoming her as a writer in an insane twist. Amid the Writers Guild of America strike, Jenna Ortega is having the worst part of it, as some famous writers have turned to drag her for insensitive comments in the past. The writer of BoJack Horseman, Nick Adams, didn't take it lightly with Jenna, as he took to his Twitter page to call out the actress in a tweet, saying, "Jenna Ortega better be back from New York for her afternoon shift on the picket line." Then, Karen Joseph Adcock, known for writing Yellow Jackets, retweeted Nick's tweet, saying, "Rewriting is writing. See you at the line, Jenna." And it's obvious that they were mocking Jenna for claiming to have rewritten Wednesday's story, and were expecting her to be on the front line of the strike, since she seems to act as if she knew better than the writers themselves. While these writers went on Twitter to troll Jenna, the writer for Disney's Just Roll With It, Brandon Cohen, took things to the street amid the protest in a sign that says, "Without writers, Jenna Ortega will have nothing to punch up." And many people support the writers with the valid reason of how they make the entertainment industry better, and part of the booming economy that gives actors and actresses like Jenna a job. The people aren't happy with Jenna, as as they find it demeaning to see how she puts down the efforts of the writers so that she could shine as a hero in a situation where the fact points to the writers as the real heroes. Aside from the writers who took offense at how Jenna belittled the storytelling of Wednesday, the producer of Spartacus and Daredevil, Stephen DeKnight, who also wrote a few scripts in the past, called Jenna toxic and beyond entitled. Although Stephen has never worked with Jenna, but as someone who has worked with many creatives in the film business, he felt Jenna was rude for the public comments that she made about the writers. Stephen said, "Jenna's young, so maybe she doesn't know any better, but she should. She should also ask herself how she would feel if the showrunners gave an interview and talked about how difficult she was and refused to perform the material." The producer appreciated how talented Jenna is, especially with her performance in Wednesday, but he added that life's too short to be dealing with people like Jenna in the film business, and certainly Stephen wouldn't want to work with Jenna in the future, no matter how talented she is, because she doesn't appreciate the work of other creatives. Although Stephen is trying to make a point, the fans of Jenna Ortega aren't particularly pleased with the message, and Stephen has to make them understand that he's not minimizing Jenna's talent, but he added that it's unfortunate to expose where other creatives are lacking, as Jenna did. However, he mentioned that Jenna is being attacked because writers have struggled to be recognized and compensated for a while. Stephen said, "And also, I'll admit that writers are on edge because of the impending strike, myself included." Then the producer continued to say that Jenna is a fantastic person, but there are silly moments like this, which makes learning an essential part of the business, as it's certain that Jenna has learned something or two about what to say and what not to say. Stephen concluded most peacefully by advising that people should remain kind on their words and criticisms even though they completely disagree. And he added that the advice was also directed to himself, as everyone is an emotional work in progress, including Jenna's fans, who have taken great offense at his message. Despite how Stephen tried to calm the situation, Jenna's fans are still unhappy with how the writers put Jenna in the middle of their strike, because whatever is happening shouldn't concern her. One fan thought that it was foolish for the writers demanding their rights to want to get attention with a young actress like Jenna, who was just trying to brush up on a character. Another fan said that they are supporting the writers' strike and hopefully they get their demands met, but that they are totally against any cancellation of Jenna. Before now, Jenna has been more than vocal about her role in Wednesday and how she influenced the show's direction and wants to dominate how the story will go in season 2 of Wednesday. And honestly, some fans are beginning to get irritated with Jenna's complaints about her role in Wednesday, especially when she mentioned that she declined the lead role numerous times. So it's not the first time that Jenna has been attacked, or for the writers to be coming for her as well. Her faithful fans won't be a party to that, as a fan asked that they give the actress a break because she only said that she didn't like the dress and love triangle in the story. Although a fan thinks that Jenna might deserve the cancellation, it's bad timing for the writers to do so because she's not the cause of the ongoing strike. And they added that Jenna wasn't wrong about the changes that she made to Wednesday's script, as it would have been odd if they left things that way. So the fans are trying to say that the writers are cancelling the wrong person, as Jenna Ortega is not the enemy. So, what do you think of the attacks on Jenna Ortega over her controversial comments on the script of Wednesday? Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.